Okay.
Would you rather, Patrick, go back in time and collab with Chris Cornell, or go back in time and collab with Scott Weiland?
Wow, dude. Are you kidding? That's the hardest question ever.
It is, yes. And these are going to be very difficult. So, yeah. These are not easy.
Oh my God, I can't, dude. You can't. You can't. You can't.
Okay.
I'd rather shoot myself to decide this. This is crazy.
Is it called like a mulligan? Like, you don't
We'll
have
take a
to
mulligan.
pick.
That's fair.
Yeah,
We
we'll
can
take a mulligan. Take a mulligan? Both.
Thanks for giving me the real deep one first. Appreciate that.
No, it's really impossible.
Appreciate that. Production. Thank you.
I would have to almost choose Scott, only because Scott would be like artistically. I think that I would get something that I've never, I think that he would like. It would be like taking music to a level that I never imagined. And working with Chris, I feel like it might be like I would just feel totally bummed out that like his voice is so much better than mine. So, but like, I mean, I listen to Chris sometimes from the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep. Sometimes I'll listen to him all fucking day, and just every song just grabs me and twists me and pulls me, and I just want more and more and more. And so it's like I would die to have that opportunity, and yet I cried all day, probably for a day and a half, when Scott died. He was just such a huge influence and one of my favorites again. But like his harmonies and the stuff he does with music is kind of like, I don't know, it's like it's kind of in a direction that like I haven't been, at the same time I've tried to be. But anyway, maybe I would pick Scott. And I'd try to get him sober, probably. Or if we were on the other side, maybe I'd get high with him, or maybe you're already high when you get there. I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, back in time. I'm sorry, the question was back in time. So
yeah.
So yeah, I would be maybe afraid to be with Scott, because we'd probably end up just doing heroin all day together. So
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, okay, we appreciate it. All right, here's the next one.
Finally do great music. I don't know.
Hopefully this one's a little easier, but probably not. Okay. Would you rather? Yeah, these are all hard. I apologize. God, this one sucks too. Would you rather never be able to listen to music from the 70s or never be able to listen to music from the 80s? Oh God. Yeah, this is.
Wow.
I know. We got to reformat these so they're less depressing. Would you rather lose your left arm or your right arm?
Exactly. Yeah. In this case, yeah. Geez, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, you've got like all of that early AC/DC in the 70s. I would probably have to say, I mean, the 80s take me back to like, there's this nostalgia that happens when you listen to the 80s music. But like, I think the 70s really influenced even the 90s and present day music more than the 80s ever did. I think the 80s, I would have to say the 80s, even though there's so much great music that came out of the 80s.
Yeah, it's a hard one. All right, so we're saying bye to the 80s. All right,
I guess.
All right, if you had to. All right, Josh, next one.
All right, would you rather have your eyes peeled open for or have your eardrum shot out with a blowgun? No. Would you rather watch your least favorite movie for 24 hours straight, or listen to your least favorite song for 24 hours straight? So Clockwork Orange torture, or in a dark room torture with your
I think I would listen to my least favorite song for 24 hours,
Okay.
Being strapped up in your eye, because you have to listen to it.
This graphic is severely threatening too. Like this.
I could listen and I could do other things, So I'd say listen to the least favorite song.
Okay, fair. See, you talked.
You could close your eyes at least.
Yeah. Right. Or, you could work on things, or you could find something good about. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Again,
all right. Here.
Great questions. Great tough questions here.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're not getting any easier. Okay. Would you rather keep sucking? Perform with the last band you paid to see live, or perform with the first band you ever saw live?
Wow. Who did I see last? Can't think of who I saw last. Last band I paid to see live. So the last band I paid to see live was Lars's Kids. He's got this these kids. One of them plays bass like Cliff Burton, and his other son plays the drums like Dave Grohl, and it's badass. It's really badass. And you know what I said while I was watching this band was I said, man, I'd like to sing for this band, you know, even if it's just for a few hours. So that's a cool question that came up. So I would rather perform with, I have to look up their damn names, slap me. Sorry, Lars, you know. But I went with Matt Pinfield. He took me, he was like, Lars's Kids are playing, let's go see him. So we went and we saw him. And I was like right up front. I watched him, and that's exactly what it is. Like Cliff Burton playing the bass, and it's like Dave Grohl's on the drums. It's just this high energy. And I thought to myself, man, I want to sing for these guys, you know, just for, even if it's just a jam. So I think it would be them. My first band I ever paid to see live was the Steve Miller Band.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool experience. I think that was like the first time I ever smoked weed too. It was like on the Shoreline Amphitheater lawn, and I was just like,
oh yeah,
you're like half the Steve Miller Band.
That's some Bay Area legend shit right there. Yeah, that's some. That's Are you like a NorCal native too, Patrick? Or
I am. Yes, sir.
Okay, I grew up in the Bay Area too, so I grew up in like Dublin, East Bay Area, San Ramon, Dublin. I grew up right there, East Bay Area.
Saratoga, Los Gatos, Chuckahowley, bro.
Dude, that's what's up, bro.
You're
hella cool. We must have the same time. We must have some hella cool.
Yeah, man. Redwood trees, beaches, you know. Wow.
Yeah, you mentioned Tahoe over there. I was like, oh, that's some NorCal shit right there. Only even NorCal.
Yeah, that's where we go to ski and snowboard and stuff.
Heavenly and Squaw Valley, all the good stuff.
Taipei, Houston. Taipei, Houston. Is that?
We were in Squaw Valley once. My buddy had a cabin there. We'd spend Christmases up there. And Walt Disney had this whole, remember right next to Squaw Valley, there was all of this land that was like fenced off, owned by Walt Disney. And out in the middle of the field was this tiny little cabin. I mean, it was like a one-bedroom cabin. And the windows were open, and it was Walt Disney's place where he would go to get away from it all. And you could look through the windows and you'd see this, the portraits that he was drawing of Mickey Mouse like through the windows. Super cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What a cool story. Oh.
Yeah, that is awesome. Patrick, was the band called Taipei Houston? Someone's putting that in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's who it is. Right. Yes.
There it is.
Thank you, Jose.
What a cool name. Taipei Houston. I love it.
Yeah.
It's almost as cool of a name as Budderside.
So close.
Almost.
It's almost there. It's so close. All right, we got a couple more. We're going to try to rapid fire so we can get you to where you need to be, Patrick. All right, next one, Josh.
Okay, Patrick, if you had to switch careers, would you rather be a magician or a dog whisperer?
Man, I don't know. Some people have told me I have that magician vibe, you know.
The magician hand, okay.
No, I would not want to be a magician. No. I love animals, so I would definitely want to be a dog whisperer, yes.
It was a hard no on the magic line. A hard no.
Yeah. Unless you're like Chris Angel level, like, you know, it's still, even that, like, I can't, no.
I feel like a magician is still at the end of the day full of shit. If you were a legit dog whisperer, you could help a lot of people.
Right.
And I love magicians. So.
I mean, yeah, dogs are awesome. So.
They are better than people usually. All right. I think we got two more of these. These are tough. Okay. Would you rather, I'm so sorry, go back and be in person for Nirvana Unplugged, or go back and be in person for Live Aid?
Oh, Live Aid for sure.
Okay.
Freddie Mercury, are you kidding?
Yeah, the Mercury set would have been.
I would get up on, if I was there, I would have gotten up on stage and just been like.
I know.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. And lastly, I think I know the answer to this. We'll end with this. This is a good one.
No disrespect to Kurt. I mean, that's a tough one, but yeah, Live Aid for sure.
You get a lot more, you know, there's just, yeah. All right. Last one, Josh, take it home.
Last one. Would you rather spend a month living in the Old West or spend a month living on the Death Star? There it is again. I was going to ask you to bring it out again. Wow. I don't have mine anymore now. This isn't cool. Now I feel left out.
As you should, Josh. As you should.
Let me use the Force.
Yeah.
But okay, Death Star it is. Well,
Death Star it is for sure.